Okay guys, so today we're going to do a bit of a training session with Mr. Rocco here, and we're going to walk and talk through why we use leash pressure and why it's so important to get reliability with a dog. So Rocco is the sort of dog that, he does take food, but I basically have to shove it into his face to take it. He's not what I would call highly food motivated. He's not locked on to me, interested in me. That's something we're going to build over the next couple of weeks, but you can see he's just kind of staring into the distance, kind of disengaged, realistically not really paying attention to what I'm doing. You can see he's just doing his own thing. So the problem arises then, we take him out and about and we ask him to sit or down or stay or whatever it might be, or even recall. If we can't build some obligation into them commands, we're going to have real difficulty when we need it the most. So that is why we're going to teach him and have started teaching him some leash pressure. So I'm going to show you what that kind of looks like. We'll get him a little bit engaged, hopefully with some food, but you can see, if you have a dog at home like this, and I get it all the time, my dog's not super food motivated. He will take it if I literally shove it in his face. And even at that, he will eat it, but if I'm only getting this sort of engagement in a low distraction environment, he's not gonna take the food when we're out and the distractions are high, whether that's a bird, a dog, whatever it might be. So you can see why we need to build some obligation into our commands, and this is why it's really important to have some leash pressure. So what we're gonna do is teach him to follow the lead. So if I put some upward pressure, and I want it to be nice and pretty, have his bum come forward, as opposed to sitting like this here and falling back, I want it to be like his butt sucks in for a nice sit. Or if I use the leash like this, we want it to be butter soft on the leash where he can follow the leash pressure. So as when we're out and about, we can get that reliability. So it's really important that we don't wait till the day we need leash pressure to use it. If we're under the highest level of distraction, now is not the time to start trying to get the leash to get him to do what you need him to do. That's unfair on the dog. You need to prep them for this. This is why we do training. We want him butter soft on the leash here, under low distraction, just like that. See the way he's just able to follow it nice and soft. I'm not having to put a lot of pressure on him. He's just following it nicely. If we can't get it right here with butter soft leash pressure, you have no business being out and about trying to get that reliability under the highest distraction. It's not fair on him. It's gonna end up not going the way you think it or want it to go. So it's really important to prep them. And that's exactly what we're doing with Mr. Rocco here today, is prepping him, because there is no doubt when we're out under high distraction, he's gonna ignore me. There's no doubt I'm gonna ask him to sit or down and he's not gonna do it. But what would not be good is we wait until he's under that high distraction, ask him to sit or down, he doesn't do it, we start putting leash pressure on, he doesn't know the leash pressure, and now it's gonna turn into an absolute nightmare of a rep. When pressure comes on, and at the minute it's very light pressure, it does not go away until the command's complete. That's the golden rule of leash pressure. Once pressure is applied, you cannot release the pressure until the command's complete. So you'll see what I mean. If I use leash pressure to get him down, I don't want it to be a fight. I want it to be nice and smooth, nice and clean. The other good thing is now I can stack my voice or my verbal command on top of that, so I can use that when it's looking nice and clean. Like that, I can stack the verbal on top of it. He's learning never to ignore my command, meaning I'm not gonna say sit or down and we're gonna ever have a failed rep. Down, use leash pressure if needed. He has got a touch of the verbals, but I can use leash pressure to make sure we don't get any failed reps, so he learns not to ignore my voice. Sit and use the leash and wait until he gets it. Beautiful. So we're teaching him that my verbal means leash pressure, means successful rep every time. So you can imagine when we're out and about and distracted, if he's not really super excited and I go sit and he doesn't sit and I go, well, here's some food, he's gonna ignore it. He's not even gonna probably take the food. And then what have we got to fall back on? If you haven't got leash pressure and or e-collar training, you've nothing to fall back on. You've no obligation in the command, and you're basically letting your dog choose whether to listen to you or not. So if you enjoyed this video, hit like and subscribe, and we'll see you the next time.